B spends time in Noah's apartment. Will they stay friends or try something more? Yes, today we are back with the next part of Mindreader on the episode Choose Your Story app. If you have not seen the last ones, there'll be a link to the playlist right there. But B went on her very first date with Noah. This is the first official. This is the date. This is the big D. Well, one of the big Ds. We might get the big D later from Noah in his apartment because you never know what's going to happen there. But we're watching the movie, eating our extra large popcorn, having a good time, and the last one ended. So we are going to see where this date has gone. But let's jump into this because I am excited. Please go follow the amazing author Alusza. Go read her amazing stories on the episode Choose Your Story app. If you enjoy this video, please consider giving it a like as it helps the channel out a lot. Subscribe if you haven't already. And without further ado, let's start the drama. Are they gonna walk like this all the time? Okay, this is where she screamed, "Oh, wolf, hide." Oh, she went, "B? Is that beast gone?" It's a rubber wolf. It's scary as hell. Oh, B, too cute. Hearts. Maybe we can kiss a little to make it a little less scary. Do we do that option? It's gold. It's calling to me. I must click it. Is it? Very scary. Oh, and there the kisses go. They're doing a classic little makeout session in the movie theater. I like it to last forever, but I think they started the flirting part. One flirty hour later. I love you, Pinky. Tell me that you love me too. I don't know, Stanley. Kiss me. What? Kiss me so I can tell if I love you or not. Okay, that makes sense. It's such a good movie. I told you that you'd like it. You really ate that entire popcorn. I'm impressed. Me too. Me too. It's still not enough. Do you want mine? I didn't finish it. What the hell? How could you resist? Do you want it or not? He's like, do you want the popcorn? Do you not want the popcorn? Pick the popcorn. What kind of question is that? The way it looks. The way it looks. She wants something. Of course I want it. Okay. Is it the end? They're so cute. I actually heard that the end is quite bitter. I'm sure it's not. I think they'll have a big island family and dance with the wolves. No, they didn't. Hey, don't worry. At least they had a lot of sexy time while it lasted. It was so sad. Did you hear that it's based on a true story? Oh, really? I'm pretty sure it's based off of Trapped, another one of Luce's stories. The actors were so pretty, but the real people behind those stories are always such a disappointment. True, although in this case, they were even more attractive in real life. Sure. See, the guy. Oh shit, now I want to crash on a deserted island too. Thank you for the movie. I loved it. Are you busy tonight? No, why? If you want, I can keep you busy. I love that. Let's go. That was so cute. He was so excited. So this is turning into a real big date night. We went to the movies. We at the club. We're at the bar again. We doing karaoke. We're dancing. She's grinding. And now we get into the apartment. Oh, wow. I've never been here to see the dawn. I come here quite often. It's soothing. You're soothing. I'm so glad we're okay, you know? How could we not be okay? A lot of things happened last week. I'm so sorry I made you worried about me. I'm just glad that you've sorted everything out and I still can see you. But I hope you know that you can always be open with me. I want you to know that if you have any problems, you can talk to me. My heart skipped a beat. I couldn't even think about a good way to explain all of this mess. How was your brother's birthday? Exhausting, but he was happy to see the family. I was too. I haven't seen them since Easter. You know, you remember that I didn't have a family. I was raised in an orphanage. Oh, yeah, you mentioned at the club night. Yeah, it's not something that I share often. What happened to your parents? I don't know. Nobody knows if they just abandoned me or if they died. He gripped my hands. I'm sorry to hear it again. Being raised in an orphanage, it must have been hard for you. Very. But look at you now. You faced all your problems and even became a teacher. Well, we're an agent. We became an agent. Isn't that a great example to show that anyone can stand on their own 2 feet? It still is, though. He made some points. He kept comforting me, but I couldn't listen anymore. The lump in my throat grew bigger and bigger with every second of him praising my fake persona. It was like the entire relationship we had built was fake, even if it felt so real. I can't tell him. Not now. I think that couple has a better view. Let's check it out. It's so calm here. I thought for a second she was about to be like, I'm an FBI agent. I was so scared. I was like, Blanca, no, girl. Are you still living in the hotel? Yeah, I think I'll be staying there for a few weeks. Should I call a cab? Not really. I feel quite lonely there, especially on weekends. But I do feel a little sleepy. What time is it? 4 a.m.? Oh, not the foam going in the water. Noah! Is it okay? Is it waterproof? You don't have to do that, stupid. Get out, you'll get wet. I'm already wet. You said you were sleepy. Yeah, why? Okay, so they're having a whole romantic night. It's going all the different places. You monster. Are you awake now? I'm ready to kill you. And the makeout session continued. They're like, kiss, 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 ladies first. It's Summerby. The water was pretty warm. Warm my ass. I need a hot shower. Oh. Ooh. Ooh. Nice apartment. There'll be no consequences. No consequences. Okay. Okay. If we have that, we're okay. Nice apartment. Thanks. What do you want to eat? You, Noah. Oh, really? And pancakes. I can arrange that. There are dry clothes on the couch. Feel free to put on whatever fits. He has a nice apartment. Oh my gosh, we got the sleek white. It's classy. Wow. Tease Noah, it's gold. You know I got caught by the gold option in these stories. Oh, she's taking off her shirt. It smells so good. Okay, I thought she was gonna come topless. What are you looking at? You can't do that, you know. What exactly? What are you talking about, Noah? Looking like that and expecting to restrain myself. Who said I want you to restrain yourself? There ain't no restraining order here. Like a dog unleashed, he pushed me against the wall. Then the countertop. Look at you. I hope you're not tired. Quite the opposite. B, you said they call you that because you sting like a bee. I just think you're sweet as honey. Noah's words left his lips while he was biting mine, and oh my goodness gracious. Out of all the people I've met, he was the only one who could make me feel truly desired. Okay, I have big plans for you. Take me to bed or lose me forever. Top Gun, I couldn't resist. Why do you think we need a bed, though? Oh! 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 Okay. She's exhausted. That was just the beginning. What? Oh, she was snatched. Oh my gosh, I'm not sure. I can't even speak right now. I am not sure how much time we spent exploring every corner of Noah's apartment. After a few hours, I stopped counting. All I knew is that he wanted to take me as much as he could. I hope there was protection. Oh, I should have exercised at school when I had a chance. You weren't complaining a while ago. How could I complain? Okay, so they are, when you first told me that you were an education teacher, I freaked out. You spilled your coffee. I remember that. I'm assuming it came in handy. It was unexpected. Did you fall for it too? For what? For the rumor that the ed teacher has to be good in bed. I crossed my mind. Well, it turned out to be true after all. You think so? I think we're just a good match. It takes both sides to build a bridge. Oh, so Noah. Oh. Okay, I think this is a cute scene. Noah sat on the edge of the bed and put me on his lap. I leaned in closer to him, wrapping my arms in his shoulders. My heart was still beating like a drum, the leftover after these few exhausting hours. Noah slowly caressed my thighs, looking into my eyes, so that rhymed. He was observing me with such curiosity, examining every inch of my body, like it was the first time he was meeting me, even though we spent a few hours getting to know each other's bodies really well. Why are you so perfect? It's just impossible to resist you. Why would you want to resist me? I hesitated. It's just, oh no, I'm the definition of trouble. His eyes were wandering between my eyes and my lips. You are? Is that bad? He smirked and pinched my hip. I let out a silent gasp as he caught me by surprise. You're blushing, Blanca. Dilated pupils, high pressure, unsteady breathing. Yes, I want more. Oh my goodness, the way he was treating me, the way he touched me. I felt like I belonged to this room, this bed, this man. The life. Could it last forever? A busy hour later. I'm so hungry. I can imagine. They're acting like coupley status at this point. You're a pancake master, Mr. Blackwood. My mother taught me that if you want to make things tasty, just add a lot of chocolate sprinkles. So far, it works well. She's a genius. You couldn't fail. Your clothes should be dry by now. I'll check them. What is she doing? I couldn't resist checking Noah's apartment. He was a very tidy person. Damn, compare his apartment to Jeff's place. Then one thing drew my attention. The photo. It looks familiar. You could see it on my Palbook profile. Yes, I think so. Cute fella. Is it your brother? No, he's my son. What? Oh my gosh, I thought this was the end. What? You have a son? I'm frazzled. Well, yes. Awkward. I thought you knew. Are you serious? It's not a big secret. I was sure that someone in school would have mentioned it, or that you'd seen my Palbook profile. I have many photos with him. I saw them, but I was sure it was your brother. What about the descriptions and comments? I didn't dig that deep. Then this is a really awkward situation. He was telling the truth. I didn't sense any secrets, any nervous thoughts before we started on this topic. And now he was generously confused. I messed up. It's fine, Noah. So, okay, we got the questions. I'm in disbelief. He has a son. A son. How old is he? He's 15. That means that I became a father when I was 16. Okay, was it hard for you? I knew nothing about kids, so it was extremely hard, no judgment, but I won't lie, it was harder for my ex. How did it happen? I met my ex Ellie at a school camp. She was 2 years older. We were still in high school. I didn't know much about that protection stuff. We had some fun and it just happened. Although it was unplanned, she decided to keep the baby and I admired her for that. My parents helped us a lot back then. We both had school to finish. That's why you're teaching education now. It was the main reason that I got interested in the topic, yes. What about his mother? We were never that close. We tried to be together for 4 months, but it didn't work well. Later, we just decided to share custody of Jonathan. Ellie moved to Miami when her son was 6. She married a guy and now they're raising him together. We have a good relationship, although there were no feelings involved. Okay, tell me about him then. His name is Jonathan. He lives with his mother and her husband in Miami. I fly there once a month for a few days to spend some time with him. He's old enough to do the math. Does he know that? Yes, he's aware it was an accident and we were very young. Do you have any regrets? I wouldn't change anything if that's what you're asking. I'm really proud of him. He's an amazing boy. He's almost my age when I became a father. I hope he won't repeat my story. As much as I love him, I was a mess back then. Okay, so we learned some things. Yes, I'm done. Okay, why didn't you mention it at all? I was sure you knew about it. And to be honest, it's a hard topic to bring up out of the blue. Hey, how are you? By the way, I have a teenage son in Miami. I guess, but now you know. Just to be honest, is this a problem for you? I don't think so. I don't think it's a problem. And the son is 15 years old. He's almost 18 at this point. He lives in Miami. I don't really think it's a problem for Blanca. Um, no, it's not a problem. I don't know yet. I don't think it's ooh. No, it's not a problem. It's not a problem. I don't have a problem with it. It's just new for me. We're mature. We can think things through. If the child was really little, like baby age or like 5 or 6, I think for Blanca, I think there would be an issue or she wouldn't know. But I think the child, he's 15 years old. He's a teenager. And she's mature. He has a son. And what? That doesn't mean anything. I'm happy to hear that, B. And I'm sorry. I didn't know you weren't aware of it. Don't worry about it. This doesn't change the fact that I'm crazy about you. Thanks for telling me your story. I wish I could tell you mine. This weekend was amazing, but I need to go to sleep. Maybe you could stay. No, you know we won't sleep. You're right. Let's go. So we learned a lot about Noah. There was a lot of Noah. We had a first date. We learned a lot of interesting things. All the way we were talking about little things. But all the untold secrets were tearing me apart. I was mad at myself for keeping them for so long. I kept telling myself that it was because of the mission, but still, the guilt was insufferable. Noah was my friend, my supporter, someone I wanted to be with. He was nothing but being honest with me. I should do the same. Was I ready to suffer the consequences? I don't know about that, B. I'm just not sure about that. We finally just recovered things with Samuel. We still got to think about Samuel. There's so much. Can we have both of you? Can y'all talk it out? Can we just have both of you, please? Thank you. Thanks. Thank you for everything, Noah. No problem, Blanca. It'll be like sharing a parent. We'll go to each one of their houses these different weeks. It's fine. See you later. Thousands of scenarios on how to start this conversation were running through my head. I hope that if he got to hear it from me, it would be okay, that he would understand. Maybe I could start with something small. Yes, small steps seem like the best solution. Listen, Noah. 3, 2, 1. Is that Reznikov? Look. She changed her. You mean Blanca? Oh, yeah, that's B. Reznikov. Long time no see, B. Reznikov, huh? Oh, no.